The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. We're at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tale of the tape. And here is NigelBenn. What a pleasure to... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That jab misses.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw.
A lot of pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? Biting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
Todd, I love theaters. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we gonna see a jab from these two? No defense for that hook. And that hook, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here. And there's the bell to start the round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He's just trying to break your concentration.
Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny. And you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
Both men step back for just a moment. That jab misses.
What are you doing? Stay focused. Stay focused. Get your mind on the job. Forget the crowd.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Defense is not an option for these two.
Get your mind on the job.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. A big whiff with the right hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Right hook is scoring. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to... And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the chart. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just missed with that hook. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that. They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, until your senses have come back.
Right hook catching air. That left hook just missed. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. The straight right just misses.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complete.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much firepower here. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Looking to land the hook. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. These two are the perfect dance partners. Look how that straight's affecting them.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
These two fighters are made for one another. It's bombs away. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. You know that bell was sweet. And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to back you off.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nobody home with that hook. A very competitive round here so far. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down.